I forgot where I was at. Stones. So you have what is full-fledged no flip, dog. Supposed to be Gen 1 Legacy, G. And then every color we got. So if red's for fighting, you got the best fighters the game got. If black's for magic, you got the only nigga that reps a black stone for magic, and then all of them that are the magic of him. Okay. So then you got white, medical. Then you have blue, non-fighters. Then you have green, homies. Then you have yellow, lights, that can prove something to help our set. But then more importantly than not, flags. You walk up to a real stone of my trainer. Hey, is that your flag? Hell no, nigga, that's my banner. Because they earn this little Walmart thing later. See, my stones are trained. It's your banner. Earn your flag. Y'all already gang to me. Whether they believe you or not, people are gonna hate on you. God, I can get a speech twice. But stop. This is about helping. This ain't about talking about your own set, nigga. But you have what are stones in 3rd Gen Blood Game. And all of them read, write, and eat gang color. So Latin Kings, gold brown stones. Gold brown banners for that Latin King. Still a stone. So where it's faction without being a faction, it is all gang. So why you don't have a gang flag as a stone is because, in quote, you might land in a different gang than me. So for XO purposes, R-I-E to R-E-D. Are we dead yet? If you ever see R-E-D come out of little baby, Rhodey, Dags, the baby, no, we think we're gonna die, dog. Interesting. So now, we're at Pyrus, because we're past what I built for my 3rd Gen stone. Pyrus. First of all, there ain't no stone that has done YouTube famous other than Little Nas, because he had permission to be an MC. And who Nas? Technically speaking, without fuck you, has permission to be an MC from the set and game. Now you would have, get ready for this, T.I. You would have, let's see, Akon cutting back up. He wasn't a demon like T.I. and him. You would have Snoop Dogg. I would don't know what if they came at me with it, dude. But you would be the Demon Guard Riders of the Storm. You mean it that much? Now, more importantly, all my stones don't get off Turtle Island live to get rid of the thing our country is most scared of. And it's in not a resuscitatable way unless you're the Holy Spirit. So our cool clubbing stones, at the end of your training, whatever's in your head, what would you do? Do it. 30 days later, they were back and there wasn't another Turtle Island. So where are my stones? You happen to see this video, no, I don't shed too much light on what Bloody didn't make you do, baby. So wherever you got a rack, and why I have a dream so big before learning it has to be a criminal organization, you got my stones and why they won't rack me. Must be a pretty good organization, boys. But not a Pyrus, where I know no matter what, their leader has a cell phone that is a flip phone somewhere in his house, if it's not one of the 16 here in Carolina, that equals in, quote, well, I got this person that's work as a groupie. But they're all 16 or lower. And no one ever believes me. So if you go to look for the evidence without believing me, he's going to destroy it. Wink, wink. Antics. So now you have Pyru and Barbies. that equivalence to the rappers that were hot before. Roddy Ricch, Dax. So where it's literally underground way, bitch, rapper versus rapper. I rap underground way for real, legacy wise. My shit makes it back out. So, where if UND was supposed to have a style, it's supposed to be unanimously through the game, and it made it back, and damn, a community wanted it. So where Money Mo would have to prove a community wanted Horror House at some point for him to put Blood Drops out. But where my Money Mo is not Money or Mo, is a Stone. Ritualistically, we keep them inside because they don't like fighting in Stone set. So you have M3, or Blue and Whites. You would have RB, Red Bars. And for some reason in the Stone set, that's just where the diversity ended. You got M3 and Red Bars. So you got My Three, I'm the Tree. Oh, gang names in order. I'm just Satanas, some fucking demon. No, I was trapping to kill Satanas if I could, and I'm past that. Gang names in order off blessing. Satanas. Trip. Someone's named Trip. Okay. Red. You just can't be red, nigga. You're already blood. Okay. Tree. Blackstone. And then was at War Wayne for the first time when Blackstone came out of me. Then Bloody. But before I got to introduce myself to the gang as a homie, I had to do it through War. So BLOODIE to BLOODIY to BLOODY, Bloody Bloody Bloody. To the gang telling me, you are blood, be blood, you are blood. So, blood. 3 Point. It's a title. I like rapping that title a lot. You can call me 3 Point, I want. But, where they're going off op codes, you see, my stones don't have a flip. We argued about this on Turtle Island, so our flip is, we died on that island. You don't believe us. We lived on that island. You don't believe us. We will die by balls. Hopefully you will believe us if that time ever comes. But until then, it's technically flipped their way. Because it is a lie from what our teachings. Oh, technically speaking, we ain't ever got to go talk to Stone. Stones be Stone. I became Stone to find something else. It's like a legacy, bro, from my gang. No, you do not have to be OBG to be a Stone. You have to be OG something. Or recruited by me, still original gang. So you'd have to been completely honest. A bunch of them had banners to rap. That wasn't big back in the day, no matter what. Where do I pop on a nigga for wearing a banner? Nah, at least it's still on the right side, dog, so maybe he's applying. What's a rag to maybe earning a banner? Because are we Fallen Angel friendly? No. You lose your banner. I want to take it as you were building stones in your first gen blessing, weren't you, Clark? Sure was. There wasn't a stone back then for me to be Stone, so how my blood brother got whacked for real? Oh, you're Stone. Let's try it. I wonder what happened. But whatever. Back to where I gotta finish up. Pyrus and Barbies. So we would have Trey. He would already have started dripping down from the Treehouse video whenever he gets it. Why? Because real gang leaders are gonna want to rack my way nowadays. So I don't get to be a rat because I'm not a criminal organization. Y'all's way. That's what's up. That is the new racketeer dream that I know of in gang. So now we have Pyrus with a Y. Very selectively, I have handpicked Pyrus to save their set at the end of the day. Pyrus with the Y. So Pyrus, key rule number one that I've learned is they're black and white. If it's not a twerk or a thought thing, and that means male or female, then they don't want nothing to do with it. If it does not lead to, end quote, being able to control someone's mind at a young age, they didn't want nothing to do with it. If, end quote, what if you don't come back as boss? They're not in the spot where they can say that and live. They're not in the spot where they can say that and live. So, where for stones they have 3 backups. I'm trapped to die. You're not boss. Hopefully I can get out of this trap, because that's all they need to believe to let me walk away, is that you're not my boss. Then you have bosses calling. There's a war coming up. Has something to do with protecting the streets. I gotta go. So, where ops come up for me, they gotta go. And then rule 3, you ever become a fallen angel, you're no longer a part of my set. And you could trench your way out of my life without a banner representing me and my work of game, and it not be the world discipling me, the blood, the star, or the 7 crown crib, or the blah 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 blah. So where, end quote, this one wasn't thrown at me. I had no eyes when I picked this one. But where I wore it as a flag, because out of all the other flags that they had to hide my face when I was a kid, this was the only one that didn't look demonic, dude. For my disciples to give it to me years later is crazy, but who would my disciples be? Truly. My disciples would be people that joined the gang for me, right? So, who would have had to have given me this flag? People that disciple me. What is a stone to stone? A disciple of stone. To get them all apart, learn all about them, and hopefully put them back together. Hard, rock solid. But now back to Pyrus, because next generation gets a lot harder. Coming from the 80s to 2020. My gang don't have that much room to fuck with your head without BGA helping. So where BGA Gen 2, they're showing Gen 3, they didn't need. Wayne went MIA that day on YouTube. Some boat in the middle of nowhere. But whatever. I don't know nothing about that as they're black and white. Wasn't there, nor got to listen to it unless it was on YouTube. So where, end quote, Pyrus would come down like a chimney hammer. My way. So where he's supposed to be the star of this generation, that's wrong. To the gang, Gen 3 is Breezy. He's the star of this generation. And it is also known as the recession generation, because most recruits, not knowing why they really want to bang other than lifestyle. Not picking on him, but he is a pirate. Now, you got a lot of people that rep stone in this generation that ain't from the Bronx. 1986. That's the set that I like to rep. And then